Hey Bruce Biddies, what is up? My name is Jared from Jaridgaming, and today we are going to be building a little Roman house. Actually, we're going to probably try to build a couple of them, or lay out as many as possible. Don't really know how long this episode is going to be, but I am trying to make this episode pretty good. So what we're going to go ahead and do is start to work on some houses. We do have some that are very unique, and we're going to continue that. What we're going to go ahead and do is build a house in this general area right here next to this bigger one. We're going to build probably a smaller version of something like this or this. We haven't built one of them kind of styles in a little bit, but I'm going to change it up and mix it a little bit with this. So we're going to get working on that. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start out doing the 5x5s, but what I want to do is mark right here because this is where generally this part of the house works. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks over, so it's a 3-block gap like this. We're going to delete that. That was just for a marker, and so is this one. But what we're going to go ahead and do is go 3 blocks again and place a block right there. Actually, let's go up a little bit because I see that this one is up, so we have to kind of, actually, we could probably move back one. So what we're going to do is see how there's a 3-block gap right here. We can remove this one now since we no longer need it. What we're going to go ahead and do is build a 5x5 square. So this is 4 blocks, 5 blocks. And that one is, this one's now 5 blocks there. Now what we're doing is building another 5x5 right here. I'm debating if we should have something like this, or should I move it a little? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a complete square really quickly, because I want to change it up, because I don't want it to be the same as that one over there. So as you guys can see, we're building a really big square right here, and then what I'm going to do is just remove this here, like so. Then what we're going to go ahead and do is build this up like this to be 2 blocks high. There we go. What we're going to go ahead and do is come on the inside here, remove all this there, go ahead and get spruce wood slabs, and we're going to build the floor here. As you guys can already tell, we're building this up off the ground a little, so we can do a little bit more decoration with this and make it a little bit more detailed. What I'm going to go ahead and do is, now I'm going to go ahead and bring this up more. So we need to bring this up by 4 more blocks. So right now we're at 2. If you don't include, I'm talking about 2 from the inside. See how it is from the inside? So we're up to 2, but on the outside we're up to 3. Now we're going 3 from the inside and 4 from the outside. Okay, now this is 5 blocks from the base height. So the total height of the building is now at 5 blocks high. And from the inside it's 4 blocks high. What we're going to go ahead and do is build spruce wood slabs like this throughout the whole structure. Oops, sorry. Make this like this. Oop, and just keep going. Bam. So now we have a general base structure going right here. What we're going to go ahead and do is continue by going another 4 blocks high. And let me see how this is. What I want to go ahead and do is start here in this corner, move here to here to here, building a base square like so. As you guys can tell, we don't have something like that over here or there, so we're going to go a little bit different with it. What we're going to go ahead and do is build a 5x5 square in the corner, 5x5. And we're going to just go ahead and bring this up like so. So that's 3, 4, well this is 3, now this is 4, oop, there we go, and, I'm debating, let me think, let's get slabs, because slabs give us more space, so we're going to go ahead and get spruce wood slabs, not spruce wood, sandstone slabs, sorry about that. We're just going to place them on the top like so, and then this is what it is going to look like once you're all done. What we're going to go ahead and do is break these 3 blocks here, break these 3 blocks here, skip 1, break these 3 blocks here, skip 1, break 3 here, skip 1, 3 there, 3 there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then what we're going to go ahead and do is this one, see how this is upside down, forward facing upside down, we're going to go ahead and do that, so it's upside down, upside down, upside down, upside down, forward facing like so. So upside down, forward facing, upside down, forward facing, upside down, and upside down here. We're going to come on over here and continue to do the same thing all the way around the entire structure, which we're already almost done. This is the last little piece right here that we need to go ahead and do. And there we go. As you guys can tell, as I'm going around the entire structure, we did the bottom base plates. Okay, so right here we're going to break these 3 here and these 3 here right on top of the upside down stairs. And let me get the smooth sandstone because we're going to be using that to fill in this after we're all done. By the way, you guys can go ahead and do that now if you guys want to. While we're punching it out, you guys can do them at the same time. It doesn't really matter what order you do it in. You guys basically know how to build this by now. Unless you're new to the channel, then thank you for tuning into the channel and checking out this really cool Roman city. But if you aren't new, you really know how to do this by now because the detailing is basically the same on all of the structures. It's just how the structure is done, the layout, and the base format is different. Oop, there we go. And that's done. What we're going to go ahead and do is break these 3 here in the middle of the smooth sandstone. I'm going to break there. That will be our door at some point. Actually, I might make that a little different. Okay, now that this is all done, we're going to go ahead and place upside down stairs here, and we're going to do this all the way around, except for right here. I'm going to put the door there, because that's a little bit different than what we're normally used to. Normally, we're used to having it straight onwards, and like I said, I want this one to be a little bit different, just so that way not all of them look the same, but they are detailed all the same. Because that's, you got to keep the detailing the same, or it doesn't look all right. It's supposed to look uniform. We're going to go ahead and just put them all in right now. Put spruce wood stairs on top of the spruce wood fence post that we just put in. Break all these. Oop, there we go. Going all the way around. Okay, that looks good. Then we're going to go ahead and put spruce wood slabs coming off of the spruce wood stairs like so. Okay, then what we're going to go ahead and do is right here, we're going to go like this, and then we're going to do a slab down, like that, and then a slab down like that. So it looks like this. Then what we're going to go ahead and do is just place a block here, or a stair piece going up until we reach right here. So it looks like this. Then what we're going to do is place slab there, and it arcs down slowly but surely. And we're going to place one right here, so it's just like that. What we're going to go ahead and do is dig out this here, all that, and we're going to go ahead and get sandstone, and we're just going to place that in to make it a flat patio. Actually, no, let's do something a little bit nicer than this. Let's go ahead and get stone. We don't need that anymore. Just going to go ahead and place that on there, like so. Then what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to remove this here. I'm going to go ahead and place blocks in like so, and a stair bit there. And actually we can have this like this. Place the door in backwards so it looks like this, and there we go. What we're going to go ahead and do is place block here, block there, block here, block there, here, 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 whoop, here, and here. So this is what it should look like. What we're going to go ahead and do is do this piece here. So we're going to break this here, and we're just going to place our little blocks there, break that there, break here, break all this here as well. There we go. Get this. There we go. And one last one right here. I'm already liking how this is coming out. You guys probably don't know where I'm going with this, but in my head, it's looking really good. I know it's gonna look good. I just got that really good feeling of what I'm doing is gonna look really nice when it's all done. I hope. But when I got that feeling, I know it's gonna be good. But what we're gonna go ahead and do is come on the inside and place 2 doors like so. So it looks like this from the outside. If you guys don't have that, make sure you guys go ahead and pause the video while I go ahead and remove some of these blocks that we do not need anymore. I'm going to go ahead and get this and that, and anvils. I'm going to go ahead and place anvils down right here, all the way around the edges, like so. We're going to do the same thing on the second story here, and we're going to do the same thing on the roof. I told you it'd be a little bit different than the rest of them. A little different design. I think it's kind of cool. Okay, then what we're going to go ahead and do is place lamps on top of this. And as you guys know, I'm going to use a little cheat, and I'm going to turn them on when people aren't on my server. Well, what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to break right here at this level, right where the fence post is, and we're just going to go ahead and place red stained clay in the blocks, or you guys know where they go on the corner pieces. There we go, and we're going to do the same thing here, right there. Oop, and I fell, and I broke that on the way down. There we go, so that's how that looks right now. What we need to go ahead and do is I need to get buttons, and I'm just going to come over here and pick them up off this wall, and I'm going to get jungle leaves as well. I'm going to go ahead and place them all right here, all the way around. There we go. That's one thing done, and on to the next thing right here. And that can't have one because the board's right there. Oop, there we go. Oop, messed up again. And there we go, so that's how that looks. We're going to go ahead and get glowstone, so glowstone. You guys can go ahead and place glowstone down like this, and then jungle leaves on top of it if you guys would like. The other one doesn't have it, so I'm not going to do it, but it does do, you know, a little bit more for the building to make it look nicer, due to the fact that at nighttime it'll be really well lit up. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and place them there too, and here too, to make it a little bit nicer. What am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. We need redstone blocks. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and do is place the redstone blocks on top of all of these here. There we go. And we need a ladder. And we're going to break right here and go all the way down, which is right to here. We're just going to place a ladder going all the way up. And there we go. So now that that is all done, this is what it looks like, you know, from the outside. Once you go like this, I'll remove the lights in another video, or you guys will see them removed later on. What we're going to go ahead and do is go inside, and you guys can just get a little quick glimpse of what it looks like. Go up here, and that's how that looks like, and there we go. So that's all done, and this is going to be the middle half of the video, and in the next part we're going to go ahead and build another house, so I'll be right back in a moment. Okay guys, we are back for the next part, and what we're going to go ahead and do is build a really small house. I was flying around and I've noticed that we don't have any one-story houses. We basically have all 2-story or 3-story houses, so I thought, like, hey, why not we build a small 1-story house and go ahead and do that. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just start right here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks off of this house here. What we're going to go ahead and do is go up by 3, I think. Let's just make sure that there's room in the back over here. Yes, and there is. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go 5 by 5. And I'm doing that right now, just making a 5 by 5 square. And I'm going to go ahead and make another one right here next to it. And the last one is going to be right here. So there we go. And we have the nice little framework laid out as an L frame right here. As you guys can tell, the door is facing this house's door right there. I did that on purpose due to the fact that we have a few of them that are facing out this way, and I'm like, why not we go ahead and flip it around, you know, and have a different way to go. What I'm going to go ahead and do is dig out the sand, since we're just going to go ahead and make this we're not going to raise it up by another level. We're just going to go ahead and insert these slabs in place onto the upper part of this level. Make a nice little floor. Saves a lot of resources, especially if you're doing this in survival, which I know some people are. And I'm thinking about you guys when I'm trying to build some of this stuff. What we're going to go ahead and do is put this up to a 4-block high level. go. There we go. And this is 3 blocks high. Ooh, a little bit of a mess up right there. Now we're going up to the 4th block high right here, and this is going to be the final level because, like I said, we're going to make a little 1-story since we don't have any of them in this city. I'm still debating on what to put on the roof. There's many different options that we can go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and put, I need some slabs because I'm trying to get as much space on the inside as possible, and slabs gives you that really nice space due to the fact that you get an extra half a block to save. So it makes the ceiling look a little bit higher, more than a 3 block high. It's like 3.5, which I'm telling you, it does make a big difference. What we're going to go ahead and do right here is dig out these wall pieces there. We're going to get ready to lay down these smooth sandstone. I've never done a 1-story before. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I don't really have a good feeling about it, but you know, we kind of need it, even though if it might not look the best. There might be someone out there in the world that's like, you know what, that's my favorite one he's ever done, because, you know, everyone's different and everyone likes something different. What we're going to go ahead and do is just go fill these in with these smooth sandstone. Whoop. And we're going to go ahead and take a break right here because we haven't really done one. I forgot to tell you guys to take a break on that. But we're just going to go ahead and say let's take a break right here, and I'll be back momentarily. Okay guys, we are back. What we're going to go ahead and do now is break here, here, and you know, in between all the smooth sandstone. And you guys know the drill. We're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing. We're going to start to build the windows, and we're going to select where the door will be. And I almost broke the wrong spot. I'm going to go ahead and place that there. And I'm thinking like we'll put the door right here. You guys probably could have guessed that. But I did change it up on you last time, so you guys probably were thinking like I'd put it in that spot. And you were correct. I was thinking about putting it on the side wall. But I was like, we can't have 2 houses that have the same thing. That was custom. Then it's not custom if we do that. So I was like, yeah, we can't do that. And I tricked you. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and lay stairs down on top of these fence posts. Oop, come back. Okay, there we go. There we go, and the last one right there. What we're going to go ahead and do is place slabs on top of all of these things here. Oop. Okay, what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're just going to go ahead and do the detailing, get that out of the way, and then we'll work on the roof. So basically we're just doing the easy stuff, and then we'll think about what we're going to do for the other thing. What I need is these stone buttons, and we're just going to go ahead and place them all the way around, as you guys all already know. And I'm going to give you guys a ton of options on what you guys can do. One of the options is doing the half slabs like this, all the way around, just skipping 1 block, just start in a corner, any corner, it'll always match up, and there we go. So that's one thing you guys can do. What you guys can do as another thing is just do this, where we have every 3 blocks there's a full block, like so. Then you guys can put a slab in between, like so. That's how it looks. Or, you know, go ahead and put the lights with the anvils in between, all that business. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do the slabs like this. If you guys just want to have the exact same thing I'm doing, then, you know, it's really simple and easy. Another thing you could do is customize. You can do things like take this, take that, and still go ahead and put these lights on, these right here, place that on top, if I can do this correctly. Like this, go ahead and place anvils in between these here, have a little bit of a custom thing going on. There we go. And you guys can do something like that. You know, anything really. take it to the next level, go ahead and place a block behind all of these slabs here and here, and then remove the slabs because this slabs was just as a marker. Then go ahead and place upside down stairs like this for more detail. Next to the anvils kind of deal, you guys could do something like that. There's just so many different things you guys can do to customize this roof that it's just ridiculous, you know? You guys could do something like that, or you guys can remove all this here. And do something like where it'll be like this, side, 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 and then put an anvil like that, so it looks like this. And I think that's what I'm going to do because I think that looks kind of cool. So basically we're just going to have something like this the whole time, side, 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 side. And just keep going. There we go. Oop. There we go, right there and there. Place the anvils in between. Oop. And there it goes, just like that. So this is going to be the end of this tutorial, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed making it as much as I did. And make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, guys. You guys always know that in the description of the video and in the comment section, there's always links to the server IP, and you guys can come on the server and play anytime you guys want. It's open 24/7. So this is the end of this video, guys. And as always, thanks for watching.